Hey guys, Derek here with the Closet Doctor, and it's Saturday. What is it, March 29th, and I'm out in the shop today. I'm working in the shop. I've been gone. I've done a lot of travel in the last year, and I'm going to be honest with you, I've been a little bit disengaged in my business. I hired a general manager 10 months ago, and it's working out great. He's learning the ropes of the closet business and learning and understanding lean. And recently we've had some turnover, and it's necessitated me to come back out in the shop and help out and do some training. And is what's been interesting is we all have those employees. I don't have any improvements to make, or their improvements that they make is they make it because they got to make one for the video for their daily meeting, and they're just, you look at them and you go, they're plentiful. And you talk to them, don't have anything. So I'm out here working on this CNC yesterday, and the first thing I noticed was some struggle. And so let me show you in the first hour the improvements that I made or that I found that needed to be made, and just by slowing down and watching a little bit. So if you're a business owner, you've got to go out and watch your shop, watch your people and see what they're doing. Make sure that they're keeping the rope tight. If you're an employee and you're working, stand back and just look at what you're doing and really analyze it. You know, why do I have to keep doing this? How can I improve this process? And I actually put some time and effort into it. Those improvements are all over the place for you to find. So here we go. So this material lift here, we put our material on here and we feed our CNC off our rollers there. I have had this almost 25 years. It's been a good unit, best money I ever spent. And over the years, we've had it breaking. An improvement that came in the video the other day was they screwed stickers on top of stickers so that it wouldn't go down all the way, because they said, yeah, when it goes down, we can't get it to go back up. And they spent some time on it. They did a nice job making the stickers and all that. But when we went and did an inspection of what was actually there, is that one, the cord underneath had been smashed. I don't even know how it was still working. And then the cord from the control unit to the foot pedal was smashed, and what was happening is it was going down and it was pinching this, the way that they had it looped, it was being pinched in the machine and causing a disconnection. I don't know how it was even working when it was up. But so we went and it took me 10 minutes. We put a new cord on it. My point is they spent as much time building the stickers as they did to actually fix the problem, but nobody even looked at it and asked the question why. So next one over here on the CNC, we put this little shield on it. Routers are dirty. When it comes over and routes in a certain direction, it sprays sawdust out here. So we put this little shield on here. And so at first it was the shield, and then we added this trough underneath to catch stuff so it would keep the floor clean. And I was looking at this and I was like, why is the floor so dirty? This normally works really, really good. Well, when these get broken every now and then, parts come off and they break it, they put it back in. They only put it together with 3 screws. So we had a big gap here, and this looked like it was working, but when we went upstairs and looked at it right here, there was like a 1/4 inch gap between this part here. So it was coming out, sawdust would come out, hit this, and just drop down right through the gap. So the solution was we just put a few more screws in it to tighten that gap up. So now when the sawdust comes out, bounces out, and falls into the trough, and then it keeps it off the floor, keeps it cleaner at the end of the day. A couple times during the day, we can just go with our vacuum hose and run that off. Now on our CNC, so these are our job, the code gets sent from the office, magically appears out here, and we open this up and it's the job files. We have the standard that we have is that when you open a new job file, so if you're opening Schwank, but you just ran Diala, you delete Diala and it just all in that one same motion, and that way you don't do it. Well, that process wasn't being followed. And in here, we had over 5,000 folders for the last year. Nobody had cleaned that up. And so we went through, we deleted, we're gonna go through on Monday and even clean it up some more and get rid of it. We deleted over a year's worth of files on there, just taking up space. And so when you're looking for stuff, it would be in there, and we had no need to save it. This is our Label It computer, and we were the same situation with that. And one of the things about this is a touch screen, and so it works pretty good, but sometimes as we get to the edges and things are kind of dirty, it's hard to touch. And so there's a mouse and there's a keyboard out here to do extra work. Well, I go to grab the mouse to do some stuff, and guess what? It's not working. My improvement was I went and put a battery in it, and now I've got a mouse that I can use to go through. We can highlight and do all of that stuff that we need to do to maintain our computer. Just little simple stuff. It's our dust collection port on the top of our Anderson, and it's got a flap that comes down, and that feeds the table vacuum. And it would hang up halfway, and for whatever reason, instead of just watching it yesterday, after 4 or 5 times and just playing with the valves and actually bending it just a little bit, now when it opens and closes, it closes all the way and fix that. So we get better dust collection when we're sweeping the table off and cleaning that off. We don't have to blow all the excess stuff onto the floor and create more work for us. So on this end of the CNC, we've got this up and down unit for the lift table at the end, so you can run parts through and lower it down. Well, guess what we found out yesterday? It wasn't working. My guy kept running down after every 2 parts. I'm like, why are you doing that? And he goes, oh, because it's really slow to go up and down. I'm like, where's the battery charger? I don't know. So the improvement today on Saturday, we plugged the battery charger in, and we're actually charging the unit so that it'll work, and that we don't have to have all of that excess motion of moving back and forth, 1 or 2 parts. We can actually edge bend a whole bunch of parts. This is our SawStop table saw, and is what I came out here yesterday to use it, and I went to run things through, and guys have been setting their mugs down here and their drinks down here, and I had rust all over the top of this. So we went and grabbed a sanding block and some WD-40 and sanded it down smooth, and then we just cleaned it up. I've got some dry coat on it that makes it nice and slippery. We cleaned up the fence area, had the same thing in here. And then we had a discussion what you're allowed to put on my table saw during the day so that it manages it. Now, the fence is smooth. The top is smooth when we run parts through, nice and clean and working better for us.